watching Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video. And in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be taking an inside look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are some of their strengths that scares me, and what are some of their weaknesses that we could take advantage of for this Sunday matchup? So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when new content is posted to the channel about the Washington Commanders, or we upload a video about the NFL. We're covering the whole entire league this year along with our Washington Commanders. In fact, tonight I will be live streaming the kickoff game between the Bills and the Rams. So make sure you guys come through for that. Thank you so much again. Let's get straight into today's video. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a day. What a day. Today is Thursday. Football is officially back, and I could not be more excited. This is the best time of year, man. I love football. It's the thing that brings everyone together, and I love football. Like, I love my Washington Commanders to death, but I just love the whole entire NFL, man. I love football, bro. Again, this is the best time, and I'm super excited. It's finally here. Kickoff tonight at 8 p.m. Bills, Rams. I have the Bills winning. Let me know who you guys have winning, and again, I will be streaming tonight. But along with the Bills and Rams kicking off things, we're now about 3.5, 4 days away from our Washington Commanders actually debuting versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. This should be a really, really good game. In fact, I think this game is going to be closer than what a lot of people think. I personally feel like it's going to start out slow for Washington. You know, we always start out slow. And I think we're going to eventually pull away. But we'll talk more about that when I preview the game with my man, Jags Fan Cave, this Friday at 8 p.m. on the channel. Make sure you guys come through for that live stream. But today's video, I wanted to really talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are some things that we have to worry about, and what are some of the things that we can take advantage of? First, let's talk about the obvious. You know what I'm saying? Last year, the Jaguars were a 3-win team. They had the first overall pick for the second straight year in a row. Urban Meyer was a complete failure. The culture there was terrible. Trevor Lawrence going into his second year, they're looking for him to take a major step, and Trevor Lawrence has all the tools. I mean, you go back to his time in Clemson, the guy has the arm strength, the accuracy, and the speed and athleticism to be a quarterback at this level, and he showed flashes last year. So they're going to be expecting a big year 2 out of him. Doug Peterson now being his head coach, offensive mind. They're going to be hoping that those two can click together and make some magic. You know, so Trevor Lawrence rather. He is going to be an interesting piece to watch versus the Washington Commanders, because if we come out there in the secondary playing how we did in the preseason, man, well, he can very well pick us apart. Let's not get it wrong. You know, Trevor Lawrence is yet only a second-year quarterback, but he still is solid. You know what I'm saying? However, we can use the inexperience that he has to our advantage. We got to get after him. You know what I'm saying? That offensive line doesn't really scare me. They have Brandon Sheriff. However, we know Brandon Sheriff all too well. We know his weaknesses and his strengths. So outside of Brandon Sheriff, you know, maybe I believe they have Jawan Jenkins or something like that, or Jawan Johnson. Outside of Brandon Sheriff, really, they don't really have nothing that scare me. So I think it's going to be a big day. I think this game is going to be won in the trenches, and I think we have to show up as far as the defensive line getting pressure, because especially with the secondary plan the way it is, Cameron Curl possibly going to be out. So then we have to maybe stick Jeremy Reeves back there, which I like Jeremy Reeves a lot. But again, you would much rather have Cameron Curl out there. So this defensive line may have to have a big day. But I guess you would consider Trevor Lawrence much of a strength, because he's their quarterback and he can really, you know, he can beat you. Some other strengths that I've seen from the Jacksonville Jaguars was their edge rushers. You know, they drafted Trayvon Walker with the first overall pick this past draft class, and they have Josh Allen, who is really, really good. Other than I don't think their interior pass rush is something. I really like their linebackers that they have. They got, Devin Lloyd, and they have Chad Muma, 2 guys that I was interested in getting. But their defensive interior, their D tackles seem to be a little, weak. They have Devon Hamilton, as I'm looking at their roster too. They have a guy that's that is questionable. I believe they got them from the Jets last year, and they have Adam Gottis. So their interior defensive line, we may be able to take advantage of them, run between the tackles, but their edge rushers, as far as passing, we could have some trouble. Charles Leno and Sam Cosmi is going to have their work cut out for Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen. Then you look at some other strengths for them. Me personally, a lot of people want to talk about their wide receiver room. This is a team that upgraded a lot this offseason. I believe they spent a league record and money in free agency this year. So this team is upgraded. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be way better than what they were last year. However, they want to talk about their wide receiving core. It's better than what they had, but I'm not really frightened by their receiving core. Can they be good? Yeah, possibly, but Christian Kirk, your number one. Is he really a true number one? I felt like he was overpaid, to be honest with you. Then you go to Zay Jones and Marvin Jones. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like Marvin Jones. He's a savvy veteran. Zay Jones had a solid year last year. But are those guys that really scare you? Like, they lost DJ Chark. They traded away Laviska Shenault. Do they scare you guys? To me personally, Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, they don't scare me. Now, you could be like, hey, Juan, they scare me not because of who they are, but because of how our secondary was playing in the preseason. Now I'm scared that way. I understand your point if that's how you coming at me with that. But as far as our matchup against them guys, I think we can handle them. They don't have anybody that can single-handedly just kill us. Again, I'm not frightened by their wide receiving core. I'm more concerned about, James Robinson, that running game, and Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne basically going to be a rookie. He's going to be making his debut, so we don't know what to expect from Travis Etienne. But I'm not concerned really about their receiving core. It's okay, but it's not nothing we can handle. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's Mike Williams and Keenan Allen week one. It's Zay Jones and Marvin Jones and Christian Kirk. I'm okay. I feel like we can handle it. Now you look at some of their other weaknesses besides their interior defensive line. I believe their secondary may be a little bit of a struggle. I know they have Shaquille Griffin, and Jaguars fans, if you're watching this video, don't be mad at me and be like, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about." This is what I feel like looking at you guys' roster. Along with your interior defensive line, I feel like your secondary needs some work. Since Shaquille Griffin is solid, but they got Andrew Cisco. Let's see who else they have. Chris Claiborne. They don't really have any notable names. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Darius Williams is their left cornerback. Tyson Campbell, who I think is solid. They have him as another cornerback on that roster. But for the most part, guys, they really don't have anything that scares me. Their weaknesses, I think we need to take advantage of, is running in between the tackles, because I feel like based off of their roster and how it's set up, we can take advantage of that, because they don't really have any interior D lineman that is known to stop the run and or get pressure. And then we can take advantage of their secondary. Don't be surprised if we try to come out and take the top off a few times, because Shaquille Griffin, I don't think he can keep up with Terry McLaurin. Like, let's be real. I don't think he can keep up with Terry McLaurin. And I liked Shaquille Griffin when he was in Seattle, but I don't think he can keep up with Terry McLaurin. We should be able to take advantage of this secondary, mix in some Jahan Dawson, Curtis Samuel, De'Ami Brown, Cam Sims if he plays. We should be able to really have our way with the passing attack and on the running game too. I think we can be able to, especially in the inside run. Maybe not the outside may not be open because of Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen, but getting between the tackles and taking a top off occasionally should not be a problem. This could be a heavy play action game for Washington. If we can move the ball and we can run the ball efficiently, this could be a game where we run, get 5 on first with Gibby, then you pull it, play action, then you pull it and get them over top. This could be a game. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Cisco is their safety, and I'm not afraid of Andrew Cisco. He's not a bum. Like, he's not terrible, but I'm not afraid of Andrew Cisco. Okay, I think we can go at these guys, but that's how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. There are not really much, I know much strengths that they have as far as something that's really concerning. I guess you would consider their wide receiving core a strength. I think I would just say it's an improvement, but it's nothing that's really, scary towards us. You know what I'm saying? As far as our week one matchup, something that we can't handle. I do think Doug Peterson is going to be better for these guys. However, I'm not the biggest Doug Peterson fan. I think he is a little too aggressive, but we'll see. Maybe he changes. Maybe he realized and he learned from his mistakes that he made in Philadelphia, and maybe he'll clean them up here in Jacksonville. They have 2 first-year play callers on both sides of the ball, so that could be something that we could take advantage of because we have a veteran staff. Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, Scott Turner is a young play caller, but he has some experience. These are first-year play callers, so maybe we'll win this game in the coaching department too. But we'll see. But as always, man, it's me and boy Juan Guy. There you have it. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Tonight, I will be live streaming Bills Rams. So make sure you guys come through for that. And then tomorrow, I will have a Jaguars YouTuber on here, Jags Fan Cave, for another live stream at 8 p.m. Man, it's time to lock in. It's time to rock and roll. The game is this Sunday. Your boy will be there. Who tailgate should I attend? Like, let me know in the comment section. One, come to our tailgate, come to this tailgate, because I'm going to be out there, man. Section 108, row 21. I'm looking for a tailgate to come to pregame, man. I want to turn up with y'all, man. But, yeah, as always, me, boy, One Guy. Like, comment, subscribe, also Washington Commanders. On the road to 5,000 subscribers. I'm out. Peace.
Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop, get you poppin', get you droppin', slide on the one where they get you boxed on.